D, stretching the floor, going 3 for 4 from the 3. And I think it's key. Well, I know it's key for him to be able to knock down those 3-point shots, especially when him and Isaiah Hartenstein are on the floor together.
Yes, both of the bigs dominated. Isaiah Hartenstein finished with 14 and 8. He's a guy who, he's such a luxury that you don't have to run any plays for him. You don't have to take away from the other guys. And you know at the end of the game, he's going to always give you positive minutes, positive effort, and he's going to be in that double-double range.
I thought it was interesting on the game broadcast when they said, you know what, if you're the Memphis Grizzlies, you still have to go back and watch this film just to make sure you call out the effort.
For what?
No, you
don't.
Who said that?
No, you don't.
You scrap that film. You scrap
What is it to watch?
No.
You're not going to learn anything from this film. At this point, all you could do is focus on yourselves, right?
As a coach, you lose them if you play this. They don't want to see this. As a player, you should hold yourself accountable. You know everything you done wrong. You know you didn't bring maximum effort. You know you got embarrassed on national TV. At this stage of the game, we shouldn't have to show you this film. You should be self-motivated for the next game.
Well, the Oklahoma City Thunder, they needed nothing to get motivated for this game. They've been one of the best teams in basketball all season long, and they showed it in this Game 1. Chet Holmgren joins us now after this Game 1 victory. Chet, thank you so much for stopping by our show. We've talked about the fact that this is a Thunder team that it doesn't necessarily have the experience of others, but Shai said, you know what, I don't care about anybody's feelings toward us. As long as we win, that's what matters. What does this dominant first performance say about this group?
First of all, thanks for having me on, but at the end of the day, we can't control what people say, what narratives y'all come up with. That's y'all job. Our job is to focus on what we can focus on, go out there and play, and you know, that's what we did all week to prep for this, and you know, it's not done. We got to get back in the lab tomorrow, figure out how we can be better, and then come out and do it again.
Chet, the big perk here, man, hey, great job tonight. I wanted to talk about your chemistry with Isaiah Hartenstein. I know you two didn't share a lot of minutes on the floor together because of injuries, but the chemistry is there. Take us behind the scenes of what you guys do together to develop that chemistry on the floor.
Yeah, you know, early on we just had to make some mistakes and grow through it. You know, as long as the intentions are pure, you know, you can make some mistakes and trust that you're going to learn from it and get better. And, you know, we have a long way to go. You know, we can get a lot better, me and him, in the two-man game on offense and defense. But, you know, we're both bought in. We're both locked in. We love playing with each other. So it's a lot of fun out there.
Chet, we really appreciate you taking a little bit of time. Game 2 is Tuesday here. Thank you so much.
Handle your business, big fella. You rocking.
We really appreciate it, Chet.
And we're not the ones creating the narrative.
Yeah, he said y'all.
Well, I love sort of the message this Oklahoma City team has is it's us against everybody, and if Game 1 is any indication, they are going to be a force to be reckoned with. The Boston Celtics, though, they want to have something to say about their title run here. The Boston Celtics and the Magic.
To the tune of 131-80. The 51-point victory, as I mentioned, the largest Game 1 win in NBA history. 4 points better than Orlando against Boston in '95, and 4 points better than the Lakers over San Antonio in '86. Let's get John Gonzalez to give us a sense of what we just watched in Oklahoma City. 51 points in a game that was a 13-point spread by the bookies. John, what stood out to you?
Yeah, I think that they might have undersold that a little bit, Tommy. What stood out to me was that Oklahoma City is unbelievable, and the Grizzlies, bless their heart. Tommy, yesterday I had Pacers and Bucks post game, and I spent much of it talking about how bad the Bucks were. The Bucks look like contenders compared to the Grizzlies today, and part of it is obviously the Grizzlies didn't play well, but a lot of it is Oklahoma City is just that good. Now, are they 51 points better than the Grizzlies every single night? No, but that point differential that they had this regular season was the best point differential, not just this season, Tommy, but in the history of the NBA, and you got a big taste of that. Certainly the Grizzlies got a big taste of it tonight. There was nothing that Oklahoma City did worse than the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies were worse in any category. Pick one. I mean, in transition offense, transition defense, turnovers, rebounding, shooting, in every margin, Oklahoma City was considerably better. And if I'm the Grizzlies, I don't know what you do now.
Yeah, good luck, interim coach Tuamos Ives there. When we talk about largest playoff wins, there it is. SGA also, John, by the way, first time he's under 20 points scored since October of last year.
Yeah, I mean, that's another one, right? That SGA, who is the presumptive MVP, we'll see how the voting shakes out. He's going to be probably 1, if not 2, to Joker. But for him not to even get going, really, in this game, and for Oklahoma City just to take off, that's a big warning sign for the Grizzlies. I mean, Isaiah Hartenstein had a big game. Jalen Williams had a big game. Meanwhile, on the other side, Ja wasn't really Ja. Jaren Jackson Jr. was an absolute no-show. This is a guy who has a chance to be All-NBA. I think he will be All-NBA. He's certainly going to make All-Defense. And he was nowhere to be found tonight. And he was their best player all season long, certainly their most consistent player all season long. So if you're the Grizzlies, if you're Tomas Isalo and you're looking for, okay, how do we fix this? Well, obviously, you know, you're going to need more out of Jaren Jackson Jr. You're going to need more out of John Morant and Desmond Bane and all your key players. But it's super concerning if you look across the other side and you go, oh, right, their best guy, their presumptive MVP, didn't even have a good game, and we got throttled.
Do you worry about a letdown from OKC in a game like this after today?
Maybe a little bit. Maybe there's somewhere you go, okay, you win by 51 points, and hey, you know, this is going to be a cakewalk for us. I picked Oklahoma City to win this series in a sweep in 4 games. I think they might figure out a way to do it in 3 games, Tommy. Like after this first game, that was brutal for the Grizzlies. Yeah, I think that there's some where you warn, certainly, if you're Mark Daigneault, hey, you know, this is a good team, the Grizzlies. They could have, for much of the season, Tommy, the Grizzlies were right around the 2 seed. I mean, they were the 4 seed as recently as when they fired Taylor Jenkins. Yes, they slipped into the play, and yes, they got throttled tonight, but it is a good team and it's a complete team, so you do have to warn against that a little bit. But I think Oklahoma City probably is feeling itself right now, and there's a reason for that. They're that good.
68-win regular season team, looking every bit like it here in the postseason. John Gonzalez breaking it down here on HQ. John, certainly appreciate it. Part of the Beyond the Arc podcast with Bill Ryder. Also appreciate the presentation. He's still getting Thomas Isolo down for interim head coach of the Memphis Grizzlies, but after performances like this one, it'll be tough for his team to come back and perhaps get a game or even 2 in this series. Let's send it out to the podium now, post-game. Apologies for the audio there. We were trying to remedy that and send you back out to Thomas Isolo's press conference. The largest playoff losses in franchise history for the Grizz. There you see today's highlighted there. 11 points better than the loss in Los Angeles back in 2023. Have to talk things over. I mentioned the largest Game 1 win in league history in terms of franchise playoff wins. This was the best for OKC/Seattle, or Thunder/ Supersonics. 7 points better than what they did against Phoenix in '97.
Well, what part of your defensive effort today did you feel like kind of pushed Memphis over the edge?
I thought we did a good job tonally to start the game. We were ready to play. I thought we were tight in our stuff. And like I said, set a good tone. But